Y&R Spoilers Revealed Amid the tension and drama in Genoa City, the confrontation between Phyllis Summers and Victor Newman is coming to a head. With valuable information on Billy Abbott and Aristotle Dumas in hand, Phyllis isn't just offering advice or warnings, she's playing a big game. This isn't the first time the redhead has been involved in high-profile conspiracies, but this time, things could change forever. Phyllis, always sharp and calculating, knows that this is her chance. Not only is she providing hot intelligence on Billy and Dumas, but she's also looking to borrow power to regain her lost ground in this competitive, scheming world. After recent setbacks, where all her strategies haven't gone according to plan, Phyllis realizes that it's time for her to do something big, or she could be thrown back into the shadows. Phyllis has always been a shocker. In a secret meeting at a jazz lounge where only the most powerful people can enter, she has prepared information that no one could have expected. This information not only contains the secrets that Billy is hiding, but also has a shady connection to Aristotle Dumas, a figure that remains a big mystery in the Genoa City community. Who is Dumas, and who is behind Billy's illegal activities? These questions have kept everyone guessing. One of the theories is that Aristotle Dumas is Tucker McCall, but is that true? Everything is still open, and Phyllis is preparing to reveal that secret. But the information Phyllis possesses is not something she can give away for free. She is not the type of person who acts out of kindness. She demands something very big from Victor. Sources close to Phyllis say she's not just looking for a big payday or a simple favor. She's aiming for a high-profile position at Newman Media, perhaps even creating an opportunity for her son, Daniel Romalotti. Phyllis doesn't just want to get back to the top, she wants to prove that despite her failures, she can still be a game changer in this power game. Would Victor Newman, always calculating and cold, accept such a deal? Would he be able to put aside his troubled history with Phyllis and take a risk to stay in this high-stakes power game? Or, would he come up with a surprising plan to deal with this unpredictable woman? The relationship between Victor and Phyllis has always been tense. Every time they meet, it's a secret war, with elaborate plots and strategic moves. However, this time could be different. Phyllis is no longer a woman seeking revenge or a personal conflict. She is betting on something bigger, and she knows that Victor is not an easy prey. The future of Genoa City may be changed by the power struggle between Phyllis and Victor, and this confrontation promises to be one of the most shocking moments of 2025. Hidden forces, secrets and strategies are gradually being revealed, and no one can predict who will be the winner of this war. One thing is for sure, Victor will not give in easily, but can Phyllis turn the tide and take back what she has lost? The answer will only be revealed in the next chapters of this relentless war in Genoa City. The power struggle in Genoa City is about to enter a new phase, full of tension and drama. At the center of this confrontation is Phyllis Summers, who always knows how to create shock and make everyone pay attention to her. Recently, she approached Victor Newman, the most powerful man in the city, with information that could change everything. But will Victor risk cooperating with this unpredictable woman, or will he continue to maintain his cold stance and protect his empire? Victor, as everyone knows, is not known for trusting those who have betrayed him. Phyllis, in the eyes of many, is a person with a poor record of maintaining trust and loyalty. She has caused many disturbances, and has often given others headaches with her decisions. Of course, the relationship between Victor and Phyllis has never been easy. She is calculating, always has her own goals, and never acts without benefit to herself. But when she brings information about Billy Abbott and Aristotle Dumas, two figures that Victor is very interested in, everything can change. Victor may not like Phyllis, but he certainly cannot ignore the information she possesses. In the past, Victor instructed Adam to mud Billy in the media, showing his hatred for Billy. However, this hatred can blind Victor, overshadowing his judgment. He not only wants to defeat Billy, but also wants to completely destroy him in this war. Victor has proven himself to be a talented strategist, but will he be drawn into an unforeseen war when cooperating with Phyllis? If Victor accepts Phyllis's offer, I predict a spectacular explosion. Phyllis will start out as the perfect ally, providing valuable intelligence that will help Victor make strategic decisions, making him believe that he will get the better of the deal. But don't be fooled, Phyllis is playing the long game here. She is not someone who will be easily manipulated by Victor. She will constantly look for ways to gain advantage, and may even turn the tables when she sees fit. Phyllis is always someone with a plan in mind, and partnering with Victor is just one part of her long-term plan. But if Victor rejects Phyllis's offer? Her rage will surely know no bounds. There is nothing more dangerous than feeling insulted, and when she is rejected, it could be the start of a new war. Phyllis isn't one to let personal trauma go easily, and she may not hesitate to pass on her valuable information to Billy, creating a new power alliance that could pit Victor against an unforeseen force. Whatever the outcome, the coming weeks are sure to be an explosive one in Genoa City. Will Victor risk teaming up with Phyllis, and if he does, will he be able to control her, or will he be drawn into a power play that Phyllis is orchestrating? Will the mysterious Aristotle Dumas finally show up and change the tide of battle? And is the information Phyllis claims to have really been the key to foiling Victor and Billy's plans? In the world of the young and the restless, nothing is certain. Every decision has the potential to create unpredictable shocks, and each character has their own agenda, despite the strained relationships and the machinations behind their fake smiles. Whether they cooperate or oppose each other, the upcoming battles between Phyllis and Victor will be more than just a simple power struggle. They will be a battle of survival, of hidden secrets, and of intrigue whose final outcome no one knows. Genoa City is once again in the vortex of intrigue and power plays, and this time, there is a mysterious figure adding to the tension, Aristotle Dumas. Since the name was first mentioned, it has left even Victor Newman, who prides himself on his ability to control everything around him, confused and worried. As everyone knows, Victor is not the type to trust anyone easily, and his suspicions about the existence of an anonymous power force only complicate things further. So, who exactly is Aristotle Dumas, a man that even Victor cannot quite figure out? There is certainly no shortage of fan theories, and some of them are extremely interesting. Some believe that Dumas could be Cain Ashby, a man who disappeared from the city for a long time, now returning under a new identity. Cain has motives, he has connections to powerful people, but is he powerful enough to be behind the big decisions in Genoa City? Another theory is even more daring. Maybe Dumas is Tucker McCall, a man who has long disappeared from everyone's radar, but is pulling the strings of major events from the shadows. Tucker is smart, rich and ambitious, but will his reappearance be enough to make everyone wary? But all of these theories remain just speculation. One thing is for sure, whoever Dumas is, his presence has forced Victor Newman to consider bigger moves than ever. In fact, when Victor starts thinking about teaming up with Phyllis Summers, someone he has always considered untrustworthy and scheming, things get very serious. Phyllis has always been a big player in power struggles, but she has never dared to confront Victor like this. And the fact that she could ally with Victor suggests that the Dumas issue could be a power struggle unlike anything that has come before. This isn't just a personal issue between Victor and Dumas. This is a confrontation that will impact the entire business landscape of Genoa City for years to come. The partnership between Phyllis and Victor would create a powerful alliance that would not only target Dumas and Billy Abbott, but could affect everyone who holds power in the city. If these two do join forces, things will never be the same again. They will not only be taking on shadowy forces, but they could also change the face of key industries in Genoa City, especially the media and business sectors of Newman Enterprises. One thing is clear, if Phyllis and Victor join forces, everyone in the game will have to pay attention and be careful. Billy Abbott, whom Victor has always considered a potential enemy, will certainly not be able to breathe a sigh of relief. And if Dumas is indeed connected to Billy, or even Tucker, then this power struggle will become even more complicated and fraught with risk. It is safe to say that this is not just a battle between individuals, but a battle for control of Genoa City as a whole. So what happens next? The coming weeks are sure to be dramatic and unpredictable. Whether or not Victor and Phyllis can work together, Dumas's presence has created a major threat that Victor and everyone else must face. Forces are shifting, and this power struggle could be what shapes the future of Genoa City. The more Victor thought about the upcoming events, the more it became clear that Aristotle Dumas could not be underestimated. Whoever he was, Dumas was certainly not an ordinary person who could be ignored. And in the world of Genoa City's intrigue, Victor understood that an anonymous enemy like that could change the game in an instant. The fact that Dumas was forcing Victor to rethink his strategies was a sign that he was not simply a man with money or power, but a man who had calculated every move. In fact, if Dumas was indeed someone with connections to powerful people like Tucker McCall, this increased the danger level. Tucker, despite his absence for a while, was still a powerful figure in Genoa City's economy and politics. His return, in whatever form, could create a huge wave that would change everything. If Dumas is indeed Tucker or is closely connected to him, then Phyllis and Victor's moves could be important steps in regaining control of the market and business in Genoa City. Victor has always been a veteran of power struggles. He is a skilled strategist, no one can doubt that. However, no one could have predicted that Phyllis, a woman with a history full of shocks and betrayals, would become his partner in such an important game. But it is Phyllis's calculation that makes things interesting. She is not someone who can be controlled easily, and if anyone can make Victor consider working with her, it is surely because of the information she possesses that can help him win this war. Billy Abbott cannot be left out of this whole situation either. Billy, despite being in a powerful position with Abbott Enterprises, has always been a target that Victor cannot ignore. That Victor has seen Billy as a threat in the past is proven by the fact that he has repeatedly instructed Adam to take down Billy in the media. This not only shows that Victor wants to take Billy down, but also shows that if there is anyone who can make Billy's plans fall apart, it is Victor, who always calculates every strategy and prepares for every situation. But what happens when Phyllis really takes control of the game? Once she hands over valuable information about Dumas and Billy to Victor, this could be the turning point in the power struggle between Genoa City's most powerful people. Phyllis not only wants a piece of the Newman empire, but she is also looking to consolidate her power and possibly regain what she lost in the past. But don't forget, she is not someone who will let things go easily. If there is an opportunity to overthrow Victor and Billy at the same time, Phyllis will not pass it up. The relationship between Victor and Phyllis has always been a whirlwind of self-interest. When they work together, it is not out of friendship or respect, but because of the mutual benefits they can gain from sharing information and power. If they truly join hands, they could create an unstoppable force that will make Billy and Dumas falter. However, as we have seen in the past, no one can fully trust Phyllis, and this will keep Victor on his toes. One thing is for sure, though, if this power struggle continues to escalate, things will not be the same. The bond between Victor and Phyllis may cause other characters, like Billy, to reconsider their place in the game. Especially if Dumas is indeed connected to a forgotten powerhouse like Tucker McCall, then this confrontation may not only be a battle of businessmen, but also a battle of hidden forces that can change everything from the shadows. The next few weeks in Genoa City will certainly not be short of drama. Will Victor and Phyllis be able to maintain their alliance without conflict? And will Dumas' machinations lead to a real shock for all parties involved? This power struggle is gradually revealing layers of secrets that have never been seen before, and none of us can predict who will be the ultimate winner.